What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and another video in the journey of my 2022 C8 Corvette 2LT. Today we're going to be talking about my specific specifications and what it costs for me to own this amazing car by GM. So I figured the best way to be as transparent as possible is to just show you my window sticker. Yeah, this thing. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and also the thumbs up to support the channel. Now let's get to it. In February of 2021, I went to the City Chevrolet in Charlotte, North Carolina to place the order for my 2022 C8 Corvette. Now at the time, I went in with the intentions of ordering a 2021, but the Corvette specialist, Rick Accorso, informed me that it's a possibility that I could be receiving a 2022, which I didn't really mind. He sat down with me and went over everything possible that could be customized with my 2022 C8 Corvette. The interior, the exterior, is many options that were possible, colors, just everything. So after an amazing time there, going over all the specs that I wanted, we put my order in. But you know, it changed a couple times. So the misconception is when you put an order in with the dealership that it automatically goes to the GM. But with the C8 Corvette, that's not how it goes because they have a minimum amount of allocations. So I had to wait until my allocation came up in order to put that specific order in, which was a good thing for me because like I said, I changed it a couple times. So I went from black to white to red to rapid blue. I even tried accelerate yellow and ultimately I ended back on torch red. And during my process, it was a 10-month waiting period total to receive my Corvette. And for those of you that have experienced it, you understand that it was worth every bit of the wait to get the Corvette. It was actually fun going through the process. So the day has come, December the 31st, 2021, my Corvette was ready for me to take delivery. Now, one thing I did that I would advise anybody to do is the day prior, I went in and handled all of the financial aspects of purchasing my C8 Corvette. Trust me, you're gonna wanna do it. So I went in and took care of the payment, went over the extended warranties that I wanted to purchase, in which I'm gonna tell you about those as well. Just everything dealing with paperwork. So on delivery day, all I'm doing is taking delivery and get to enjoy my first ride in the 2022 C8 Corvette. Now, I know why you're here. You want to see the window sticker, guys. So we're gonna dive right into that right now. So my basic specific specifications is a 2022 Corvette C8 Stingray with the 2LT package. Why didn't you go with 3LT? Well, the 3LT, it was just a little bit too much for, you know, what I felt that it provided. So I think that the 2LT was the right spot for me. Now, you may want the 2LT or you may want the 1LT. It's all your preference and your Corvette specialist will go over those things and, you know, help you decide what works for you. So jumping into it, we're gonna talk about some of the performance and the mechanical aspects of my C8. I went with the standard 5-spoke bright silver painted aluminum wheels. I knew that these were the wheels that I wanted to get just due to the fact that I had plans on buying aftermarket wheels. So I didn't want to spend extra money getting the Trident wheels. And I knew I was going to replace them anyway. So it really didn't make sense to me. So I said, let me go with that. In the beginning, I said, I'm going to powder coat them black anyway. So I just went with that. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't get the black ones. So the black wheel that they offer, it comes with a silver ring around it. And it just reminds me of somebody curbing the wheel. So I didn't want that. I wanted an all black wheel. So that's what I went with. It was painted aftermarket. So I was able to have them there prior to the car getting there, so they would put on the car before I took delivery. Now, I didn't go with the Z51 package, so I did get all seasonal tires. And those are the Michelin Pilot Sport all seasonal tires that come on all 9 Z51 C8 Corvettes. And you know, you get things like your standard stability and traction control, the driver mode selection, and ballet mode. That all comes on all C8 Corvettes. So now let's jump into the connectivity and technology. My C8 came with the Chevrolet Infotainment 3 Premium with navigation 8-inch diagonal HD color touchscreen. In layman's term, it's an 8-inch touchscreen with navigation in it. And by me going with the 2LT package, I got the Bose Performance 14 speaker system. It's an amazing system. You got to hear it to really be able to understand what I'm saying. Sound coming from everywhere. So I love that fact that that was in the 2LT package. You're also going to get the customizable info center, 12-inch diagonal display. Of course, you know, normal stuff, keyless open and start, remote start vehicle, Sirius and all that. But you want to get to the guts, right? I know you do, so we're gonna get there. Okay, so moving on. I got the Wi-Fi hotspot capability, the wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. So if you got Apple, Android, you're gonna connect and it's wireless. You don't have to plug your phone up. We got the performance data recorder, which is something that comes only in the 2LT and 3LT package. So that gives you other things when you get the performance data recorder, and you're gonna hear about those here in a second. Of course, you get the universal home remote. That's for your garage. I've got wireless charging for my cell phone. So if your cell phone is wireless charging capable, then there's a slot that you drop it in. It just starts charging for you, stays charged. And it's a nice place to hold your cell phone too. Yeah, it really is. And one of the things that I thought was a must for me, it's not a must for everybody, but I really like it, and that's the heads up display. So you got different modes that can be displayed basically in your windshield, depending on what mode you're in. You can also see when you change different radio stations and stuff like that. So that was something that I wanted to have. Now jumping into the interior. Now the 2LT will come standard with an 8-way power GT bucket seats. Now I didn't get that. That's the GT1 seat. I upgraded. You're gonna hear about that in just a second. Heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. Man, those two are clutch in the wintertime. Rear camera mirror, and that's something that also comes in the 2LT package if you have, it's only 2LT and 3LT if you have the coupe. Now, if you have a 1LT, but you have the convertible, you will get the rear view camera mirror. Jumping to the outside, more basic things. The body color removable roof panel, power heated outside adjustable and power folding mirrors. Now, power folding mirrors, that's 2LT and 3LT. You get the LED headlamps and your daytime running lamps, which those look amazing on the C8. You gotta see them. Now, hopping into the safety and security of this car. You have HD front and rear vision cameras, rear park assist, and enhanced theft deterrent system. So it actually has 2 cameras on the front, and you know, that can help with you know, coming up to parking spots and just make sure you don't get too close to the curb and all of that type of stuff. Now, with all of that right there, that's basic 2LT. The price comes out to be $68,200. You're probably like, for a C8 Corvette? Yeah. So that's before I added anything. That's the basic 2LT with nothing. So with just what it comes with. Now you have to add on the things that you want, and please stay till the end because I have to tell you something that's very important about a part that you may order for your C8 Corvette, and you don't want to miss it because it's gonna save you some questioning at the dealership and, you know, a whole lot of hoopla. All right, now let's get into the options and the final price. So I wanted to have the front end lift on my car because I have a steep incline on my driveway, and I wanted to make sure that there would be no issues with me clearing coming from the curb and transitioning to my driveway. So it lifts it almost 2 inches to give you just that extra. I felt, you know, it was like a comfort for me knowing that, okay, if I get that, I'll be good. And it also remembers up to 1,000 GPS locations. So every time I come down my street now, it automatically raises for me. So with that added, that was an extra $2,260. Now, I referenced the seats earlier, the GT seats. So you have the GT1, the GT2, and the competition seats. I opted to upgrade to the GT2 seats. I like the headrest a lot more, and it also comes with carbon fiber on it. Now, adding that sends it up another $1,495. Keep tracking now. Now, jumping to an outside accessory. I wanted to go with the red brake calipers, specifically the bright red brake calipers. They have another red which is called edge red, and it's a little bit darker. I didn't want to go with that. So for me to add that, that was an extra $595 to get the red brake calipers all the way around. Now we're gonna take it back to the seats again. With my seats, the reason why I chose to go with the GT2 seats, because I wanted to go with the two-tone color. So I had the two-tone black and natural GT2 seats. So how much was that, you're gonna ask? Well, to get my seats two-tone, that was another $395 added in. It's adding up quick, isn't it? So now, still on the inside of the car, added another option. I wanted to go with the torch red seat belts. I just love the way the red seat belt looks in that car, and just about any car. I just like the red seat belts. I think it's pretty cool to have that. So to add the red seat belts, it was another extra $395 for 2 seat belts. Yeah. Now, I wanted to add another accessory, but I didn't know I wanted to add it until I spoke with my Corvette specialist. With these cars being so heavy in electronics, if you're gonna let this car sit for weeks on end, you need something to protect the battery, and they offer a battery protection battery tender. So I had to add that, which was another $100 onto the price. So with all of those options in, we're talking about an extra $5,240. So with everything added up to the base price of the car, now it's at $73,440. Yeah, went up pretty quick, huh? But wait, there's more. So it has to get there, and you know they have to charge you that destination charge. So the destination charge from Bowling Green, Kentucky to Charlotte, North Carolina was $1,295. So essentially, right now we're at $74,735. But that's not it. Because you know, when you purchase a car, guys, you have to pay tax, tags, and title. So all of that added up, it ended up being about $2,300. Now, me, I wanted to take care of all of that myself out of pocket. I didn't want to have to, I didn't want to finance any of that. So I did it all out of pocket. So now I'm ready, I'm good to go. The day before, I'm at the dealership, guys, and I'm going to take care of all this financing. I got my check from the bank, and I got the cash that I'm going to use to take care of the tax and tags. But wait, we get in the back room, and now we're talking extended warranties. So they offer me an extended warranty. They offered me a wheel and tire protection, which I'm glad I got, and the option to go ahead and prepay for my first 6 oil changes. Yeah, 6. So, and that's definitely worth it in the long run. Now you're probably like, well, why are you saying you're glad you got the wheel and tire protection? Because not even a week after having the car, I end up having a screw in my tire. So it was a seamless process, and that essentially paid itself back in that one incident because the Corvette tires are a little over $400. So I'm extremely glad that I got that and that they offered it to me. So shout out to City Chevrolet for putting that package together. Now, depending dealership to dealership, that number could be different. You may pay more one dealership or another dealership. It all depends on your negotiating skills and stuff like that. So I negotiated a pretty good deal for all 3 of those. I can't disclose right now exactly how much I paid for it because I'm pretty sure my price is going to be different from yours. Now, guys, you probably noticed one thing on my car that I didn't talk about, and Corvette has many options for it, and that is the spoiler that goes on the back. They have a low spoiler, they have a Z51 spoiler, and they also have the high wing spoiler, and that's what I chose to go with. I think it looks amazing on my car. It works for me. So everybody has their preferences. Now, that wasn't in the price of that. And you're probably like, why? Well, guys, that's something that I learned on the fly, okay? That was a dealership accessory, okay? So with that being a dealership accessory, that's not into the price of the car, wasn't put in there. So that high wing spoiler was $1,400, right? So gotta pay for that, yeah. Now, not only that, but with that accessory, it has to be installed, guys. So you have to pay, well, I'm not saying everybody. I had to pay to have that installed. So it was another couple $100 to have the high wing installed. And like I told you before, I had some Corvette, some C8 wheels. I had them powder coated and delivered to the dealership prior to getting the car. And yes, I had to pay for those to get put on there. Yeah. So it racked up quick. Now you guys seen the base the base price of the car with all of my options. So at the end of the day, by the time I got out of there, I was just under $78,000. Yeah, so understand when you're going to buy this car, it's not just whatever the base price is on the build sheet. You're going to have a lot of other things that you're going to have to pay for. Like I said, I chose to pay for all of the other stuff out of pocket, and I just financed the $74,000, just the car. It's car loan. I didn't want to be paying interest on tax and tags and all of the other stuff, you know. So that was the ride I went, guys. So now I'm going to put the window sticker up again for a couple of seconds so you can just, you know, glance over it, or you can pause the video if you want to really look into it. Like I said, there's some extra things. If you have any questions about any of the warranties and stuff like that, I can tell you how to negotiate a little bit when it comes to the extended warranties, as well as the tire protection and your first 6 oil changes, guys. So definitely reach out, click that subscribe button if you want to know about that. Hit that thumbs up if you want to know about that. If you're in the process of getting a C8 Corvette, thinking about it, on the fence, back and forth, you know, so just let me know and I'll definitely respond to you. So in conclusion, like I said, I was just under $78,000 out the door, everything done, driving away, going home with smiles on my face. Nothing but smiles per gallon in that car since I've had it. I have nothing to complain about the car with. Haven't found anything yet. I've owned it for a little over 3, going on 4 months now. So I'm very excited about the car to continue putting miles on it and enjoying it. And I'm also waiting on the Z06 to come. Yeah, we're going to do that. And that's probably going to be a couple years from now. The list is so long, demand is so high, and they can't produce them fast enough, you know. So it's going to be the same type of situation. But, you know, the wait is fun. Fun is in the wait, so I don't mind at all. I'm a very patient person, to say the least. But yeah, guys, so I appreciate you for taking the time to watch the video. I hope I can clear up anything, any misconceptions you may have. I hope that you got a better idea on things that you're going to have to pay for with this car, any accessories you may want that you heard on my build sheet, as well as the stuff that you have to take care of at the dealership. When the dealer says, hey, this is a dealership accessory, understand that you're going to have to come up with that money and take care of that, as well as pay to have these things installed. So that's purchasing from where I purchased mine at City Chevrolet here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So big salute to those guys out there. Rick Hendricks, City Chevrolet, they were amazing throughout the whole process, and I can't wait to do more business with them when the Z06 comes in, guys. So if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that wonderful subscribe button, hit the thumbs up on your way out to support the channel. And we're going to be making more content about the C8. We're going to dissect it. I'm going to give you videos for every inch of that car. So stay tuned. Make sure that post notification bell is turned to all so you won't miss one, guys. It's your main man, Relly Rellz. Until next video, I'll see you later. Peace.